告诉自己真理是回宿舍睡大觉，老师攻击对了 slain an enemy. Shut down.
Hi everyone, FLOWBORN'S tank roll is about to hit the global server, and it's pretty awesome. For those who are new to the game, let me explain FLOWBORN real quick. FLOWBORN is a multi-role hero with various customizable aspects. You can basically change everything for this hero, from their gender and skin tone to their outfits and accessories. This is the developer's way of giving players a truly customizable hero experience, but the main feature is the different roles built into one. FLOWBORN has 5 different roles, and each one has a very unique skill set and playstyle. On the global server, they recently released the Marksman class, and the next class up is Tank. So in today's video, I'll show you the skills of the tank role and talk about its gameplay and strategy. So, without further ado, let's get started. First up is their passive. This is what sets up your entire build before the match even starts. When you're at the base, you can draw flow into your body, which passively increases your maximum health by 300 to 600 points, scaling with your hero level. Then, you get to choose one of 4 stats to enhance for the rest of the game. If you need to be the main front line against heavy damage, you can grab Vitality, which increases your physical and spell defense by 50 to 100 points. If you want to be more of a fighter and deal more damage, Piercing gives you an extra 30 to 60 physical attack. For better map rotation and sticking to targets, Swiftness gives you a 3.5% to 7% movement speed boost. And finally, if you want to spam your crowd control even more, Concentration grants you 5% to 10% cooldown reduction. The other part of their passive is how you use flow stacks in battle. You can consume 1 layer of flow to enhance your next basic attack. This enhanced attack deals physical damage that scales with both your physical attack and your extra health, and it also restores 125 to 250 health, plus an extra 2.5% of your bonus health, making you surprisingly tough to take down in a fight. Moving on to their first skill, Convergence. This is your main way to build up flow stacks. When you use it, FLOWBORN gathers energy, which immediately reduces the cooldown of your other skills by 50% and instantly gives you 5 stacks of flow, while also restoring some health. Now, here's the key mechanic. If you use this skill near an allied hero or near minions, you gain additional stacks of flow and recover even more health, up to a maximum of 9 stacks and 100% extra recovery. So you always want to use this in a group to get the most value. It also deals a little bit of damage and a small knockback to enemies right next to you. Next, we have their second skill, Power from Within. This is your primary crowd control and combo tool. After using the skill, FLOWBORN charges towards a target, knocking back enemies in their path, and then slashes forward, dealing a huge amount of physical damage and granting you a shield. But here's where things get really interesting. If you continuously use this skill on the same target within a short window, the effect changes. The first follow-up will knock the enemy up for a short duration. The second follow-up will knock them up for an even longer duration. And here's the best part. If this skill is off cooldown, you can spend 4 stacks of flow to use it instantly without putting it on cooldown. This is the key to their chain CC combos. Finally, let's look at their ultimate, Allin. This is your main engagement tool. FLOWBORN leaps to a designated location, dealing physical damage and knocking back all enemies in the area. Enemies caught directly in the center of the leap will take an additional 50% damage. Just like their second skill, this ultimate has a flow interaction. If the skill is not on cooldown, you can consume 5 stacks of flow to use it, and the skill will not enter cooldown. This allows you to use it multiple times in a big team fight for massive disruption. So, putting it all together, FLOWBORN'S tank role isn't a passive meat shield. They're an aggressive, disruptive crowd control machine. Their whole game plan revolves around managing your flow stacks. You want to use your first skill in a crowd to quickly build up to 9 stacks, and then use those stacks to spam your second skill and ultimate for continuous disruption. In a team fight, your ideal engage looks something like this. Activate your first skill to get your stacks, then use your ultimate to leap behind a key enemy target. Immediately after landing, use your second skill to push that enemy back towards your team. This is a classic engage that can instantly win you a fight. From there, you can keep using their second skill for chain knockups. Their biggest weakness is their reliance on those flow stacks. If they get caught out with no stacks, their ability to chain skills together is gone. You need to be smart about when you engage, and always try to start a fight with your resources maxed out. Because of this powerful and flexible kit, FLOWBORN is an incredibly versatile hero. You can play them in the clash lane as a fighter, or as a roam, setting up ganks and controlling vision across the map. But where they might really shine is in the jungle. Their jungling capabilities are surprisingly good, thanks to their AoE damage for clearing camps and their incredible crowd control for ganking lanes. Their natural tankiness and amazing disruption make them a perfect fit for the current tank jungle meta, allowing them to initiate fights effectively while being incredibly hard to kill. For players who want a tank that gets right in the enemy's face, dictates the flow of battle, and can be played in multiple roles, FLOWBORN'S tank role is an excellent and high-skill choice. Here's the build in Arcana I recommend. So what do you think about FLOWBORN'S new tank role? Do they look like a powerful and fun new addition that can shake up the frontline meta? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you want to see more hero guides and content like this, feel free to subscribe. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
击杀小乔。